Hi everyone, Shantae Moreno here, your seminar instructor for Generalized Field Practicum and Seminar 1 and 2. So you'll be with me for fall 2020 and then again for spring 2021. I welcome you. I'm really excited for all of you, and I wanted to just do a quick video introducing myself, telling you a little bit about me and my social work journey, as well as highlighting some important notes that I think would be really good for everyone to be sure they have knowledge of before getting into their field. So I am an LMSW. I started my journey at the University of New Haven, where I was actually doing a forensic psychology major. I quickly changed to psychology, a community clinical degree track, because I really was unsure about the forensic part of it and also had a desire to teach. So I got my degree and decided to go for my master's in teaching. And quickly, once student teaching started, I realized that I wanted to work with kids. I definitely wanted to be in a profession of helping, but teaching just wasn't what I was looking for. I wanted to know more about what was happening at home for a child. I wanted to know more about, what could be causing them to not come to school or to not be able to apply themselves to learning. And so I decided to stop everything and try to find a job in social work. I felt like it would be the best way for me to really be able to make that decision about going back and getting my master's in social work. So I did just that. I worked with a nonprofit agency for about 15 years. I did a number of jobs with them, primarily short-term crisis intervention. I worked with kids from newborn up to age 17, primarily. My last 8 years with them, I was placed in a school as an additional counseling support, which was amazing because I was able to be in a school system, which I also loved, but was able to do what I love, which is the social work aspect of it. I quickly, life changed for me. My journey, even to getting my master's, was not traditional. I worked in the field for about 10 years before I even decided to go back and get my master's. And so I was, an adult, a first-time mom with a 3-month-old, and working full-time and doing an all-day Saturday program for 3 years. But I did it. And I was never so happy to have accomplished the goal of earning my master's. I then I got my LMSW, and I started to do some work for a town counseling department, and there it was incredible work. I was able to not only, I had done children and adolescents for so long, so I really wanted to branch out into other areas, and so I was doing a lot of work with seniors, a lot of adult work, and I was also doing a lot of group work, and so it was a really great, good, solid 4 years of clinical work that really helped help me grow professionally. And so Sacred Heart, I was doing some off-site supervision for them because I love everything to do with teaching still, but I wanted to still, be able to do it through a clinical lens. And so supervision was an amazing way to do that. And sure enough, a position became open in the field team, and I applied, and here I am. So I am a full-time faculty. I am a professor teaching seminar, but I also am a field liaison. So some of you may have actually had me as the field liaison to place you. So I am, really excited to be being in this part of your journey with you. I think field education is truly one of the most important parts of your education, and it's a piece that I, am very excited about and can't wait to do with you. So I am asking you guys to please be sure that you read my Word document thoroughly that I attach with my announcement. There's some important information in there. You'll be getting another Word document attachment that I'm going to put some additional information just about like attendance, Blackboard submission, kind of going through all of that information. I didn't want to do both at the same time because I just felt like it would be too much. So I'm going to do things in stages so that no one gets confused, and hopefully if we need to go over it some more, we can. I know it's 2020. It's been a challenging year. We are in the middle of a pandemic. It is a time where we just cannot predict anything. And it really is just weighing on a lot of us. So we are in this together. I think that this is a great time to practice flexibility because as social workers, we need to do that. And right now for each other, we need to do that. So I know, there'll be a lot of unpredictable moments, things changing, hopefully it won't happen where we're, home again. But if it does, we will figure that out. And the field team, since March has been already, trying to figure those pieces out, trying to implement as much as into your seminars as possible. So some things that are going to be different from past years is that we have a pre-field COVID training where you can, it's mandatory and it'll give you 10 hours. I know some of you may have already started your field experience. That's okay. Just get it done as soon as possible. It's 10 extra hours that you can have, and that will certainly help if we need those extra hours at the end. In addition, we are going to allow you to record process recording time. So if you're doing your process recording at home, which there's 4 in the fall and 6 in the spring, you will be able to add 2 hours to your timesheet for each time that you get to do those. So the fall will be for 4 process recordings and then the spring for 6. And then in addition, what's different this year is each seminar that we have, we approximated about 90 minutes. So you will also be able to add 90 minutes per session, which there are exactly 7 sessions. So you will do all of that. You will do that in Tavera, and I will be the person who signs off on that time. So just make sure that, this is a good week to get familiar again with Tavera. Do whatever tutorials you need. If you need any help, contact their tech support. They're there all the time and are super, for the most part, they get back to you within 24 hours. So please become familiar with Tavera. On Blackboard, you're going to see that it's going to be very clear when it's submitted to Blackboard and when it's submitted to Tavera. So just keep that in mind as well. Tavera is going to be a very important piece because that is truly going to be the program that lets us know that you're getting everything done that you need to be getting done in a timely manner. And it's also going to be the platform that we're asking all of your supervisors to use. So it's going to be really important that not only you are using it, but that you're also encouraging all of your supervisors to make sure that they're aware that that is where everything will be held. So in addition to that, I want you to be sure that you also take time to read through the university's diversity, equity, and inclusion statement. I put it on the syllabus, and I also added that to my announcement in my Word document. So please go through that thoroughly, and I encourage you and I ask you to connect with me if there should be any issue that comes your way during the course of field and seminar. In addition, I'll be emailing each of you individually. I really love the opportunity since this is an online class. And we are in field, and it's a complicated class for a lot of different reasons sometimes. And so I think it's really nice to formally meet each other through a Zoom meeting so we could just talk about, what you know so far, anything that you might be already concerned about, of course, all the good things too. And just a really good way for me to be able to put a face to the name. So there is that's coming your way as well. And I also encourage you all to, get familiar with Blackboard. It's a little bit different because it's like that Blackboard Ultra. So what I did, because I felt like it helped me last year, is in the left-hand side when you're looking at your screen, I not only placed each session, but I also put in parentheses the date for each session. It just helped me to stay a little bit more on track and on top of things. So I hope it doesn't further confuse anybody. I hope it's also helpful for you as well, but I encourage you to let me know if you think it's not. So in all of this message, please take away that I am here to support you and your field site. So I encourage you to email me. I put in all my information in the Meet Instructor section of Blackboard. I put my office hours in there as well. But what I want you to know is that I am human like everyone else. There might be a time that I pass by your email or think to email you later and I forget. So after 24 hours, if you have not heard from me within 48 hours, please do email me again. Stick high importance on it, and like that'll flag it for me that I may have missed your initial one. And I will be sending further instructions about attendance and all that later in the week, like I said in the beginning. And I will also be, doing these sorts of videos as often as I think I need to. So if there is a pressing issue that's coming up frequently, if there's a theme that I'm finding, I will post YouTube videos to your announcement page just to either further help clarify something or go over something. So if you ever come up with anything that you also would be interested in knowing more about or just wanting to talk about more, we can certainly do that individually, and I encourage you to let me know when you need that time as well. I'm very excited for you all, and for those of you that may not have a solidified placement for whatever reasons, I'm also going to be here to support you through that as well. So please know that we are all in this together, and that we are going to do everything we need to do to make this work and to make it be successful. So please, take that and breathe, because it's going to be okay, and we're going to figure it all out. And for those of you that are already engaging in your field experience, do share with me how it's already going. I encourage you to do that, even if you want to send me a side email about something that's positive or negative, whatever it is. I encourage you to communicate with me as often as possible. All right, see you soon. Bye.